Hello everyone! So I've just spent 5 weeks in Australia. I'm flying back in 2 days. I am taking in a little bit of the last good weather I'm going to have for a while because back home it's like 5 degrees. I wanted to share with you a few things that were quite new for me in Australia. So in the past I made a video like this about England and I called it Weird Things in England, and a lot of people did not like that. But that was mainly because they took the weird thing wrongly. Because with weird I just meant things that were new or surprising or out of place for me. It doesn't mean that they were inherently weird, like it wasn't inherently a bad thing. I just meant it in a way as in, wow, this is different, not so much this is bad. Anyway, I'm just gonna call this New Things in Australia so everyone will be happy.
What is that, a camera?
Yeah, filming a video.
Oh, fantastic.
So that was my upstairs neighbor. So I have been in Australia for 5 weeks. More specifically, I've been in North Warrandyte in Melbourne. This is important because Melbourne isn't Sydney and Sydney isn't Gold Coast, and Australia is really big. Really big. So it's really different and really depends on which place you are, and it really depends on the place what kind of experiences you're gonna get. So I was in Melbourne, and before this big journey you'd think I do research, but no. The only thing I did was buy this booklet, and that's about all the research I did. So there were quite a lot of things that quite surprised me when I got here. The first thing being is the wildlife. This is a broad term, but specifically it was the birds that really surprised me. So I didn't really think about it much, but it's really warm here, so there are tropical birds. So they have like parrots and cockatoos and magpies just flying around, and it was just really surprising to me because we don't have those in the wild in the Netherlands. Like if you want to see any type of parrot, you'll have to go to either the zoo or someone who has like those tropical birds at home. We don't see them in the wild at all. So that was why it quite surprised me to see like people just feed like the parrots in their backyards, and you can have them on your hand and everything. It's really cute actually. And next to parrots I've also seen echidnas, I've seen kangaroos, wallabies, lots of skinks as well. Those are like little salamanders and they're really cute. They often shoot off before you can properly see them, but they're really cute. Luckily I haven't seen too much spiders, or I haven't seen snakes at all. I have seen a huntsman, which is one of the biggest spiders they have here, but it was just a baby one. It was like this big, and it was a baby huntsman. And it was like on my first day, and after that I haven't seen them at all. I'm probably jinxing it now, so I really don't want to wake up with a spider near to my face. And next to the wildlife, obviously the fauna has been quite different. And the one thing that I find really weird are the gum trees here. So these are eucalyptus trees, the things that the koalas eat. But the thing is, they shed their bark constantly. So they kind of look like they're dying, like all the time. It's really weird. I've never seen a type of tree that just sheds their bark like that. It's really, yeah, quite something I haven't seen before. Also makes people having to clean up everything constantly because they keep shedding their bark. Closely related to these trees is my third thing that was really new to me, is regulated bushfires. Now I know it's a thing, like in the Netherlands in the past they've burned land to make it more fertile to make it more fertile, but here they basically burn down a forest so it doesn't burn down in an uncontrollable fire, which is something I've never really seen before. Ooh, I'm getting some sun here. So ignore the disco behind me if you can. Maybe I should move. I moved a little bit because the sun was being weird. What was I saying? Bushfires. So yeah, they have these massive areas that literally just burn down while having the fire brigade standing by and controlling the fire. So we went up Mount, I just call it Mount Dandy because I can't pronounce the whole name. I'll put it here. And there's a viewing point there, and we had a little walk around, and it was like, why are all the trees black? And that was because they had burnt down that area to prevent forest fires. So yeah, in combination with those gum trees who keep shedding, and then the heat and the drought, it just sparks fires. And yeah, they burn it down before it can burn down, so it doesn't get out of control. It's pretty, yeah, it's pretty weird. Understandably, but still weird to me. So when you go on a hike, there's this thing that you will see, which is public barbecues. this is a foreign concept to me. So they just have these like built-in barbecues. They will have like, basically it's a slab of stone with a barbecue in it, and it's just a public barbecue. You're allowed to light it and you can grill meats there, and they have them everywhere. Like they have them along the river near where we live. They had them up on the mountain where we were. They just have them like in this every like nice naturey place where people like to go and might want to have a barbecue. They're just public barbecues available. And they're not throwaways or anything, they're just there. It's something I've never really seen before, and I really like the concept of it. And lastly, this one just baffled me because I've never seen it before in any other country I've been to, which is Bottlo drive-thrus. What this means is that's a bottle shop, a liquor shop, and you can just drive through it. So it's open, you can drive in, like basically like the McDonald's. You drive in, you tell them you want a slab. So a slab is a case with about 4-6 packs of drinks. That's what they call a slab. You will tell them what you want, maybe you will want multiple, whatever. You stay in your car, they will like open the boot, they will put it in the boot for you, you pay them with your card, and you drive off again. You don't even have to get out of the car. It's such it's ingenious, but it's also really weird. Because yeah, Australia has quite a big drinking culture. Like it's very, very accepted to basically drink daily and drink quite a lot as well. And because it's always so hot here, and because they have those drive-thrus, they just have these slabs in the fridge, so you get them cold in your car. So you get home, you have like this like box of cold drinks. It's amazing. So yeah, it's definitely something that maybe other countries could do with as well. It's just I've never seen it before. It's really, really convenient, and in a sense very, very Australian. So I am leaving Australia very, very soon, but I'm also going to be returning soon because I am aiming to get a work visa here, and be returning around February. It kind of depends how quickly I can get the visa and how quickly I can get everything sorted. Because for now there's so much more to explore for me here, and I've really enjoyed my time here. I've really enjoyed being with my boyfriend obviously as well, but also the country itself. I get along with the people so well. They're all really friendly, and I've loved meeting new people here and seeing the sights. I haven't even mentioned it, but the sights have been really, really good here as well. You really have everything ranging from like seaside to more plains to actual like hills and actual mountains. So it's really diverse, even though I haven't even seen that much. Like I haven't driven more than 3 hours out of Melbourne, and just the drive to Sydney is like 8 or 9 hours. It's such a ridiculously big country, and there's so much space here as well. Like I'm from the Netherlands, so we're a very small country. We have about like 17 million people living in our country. Australia has 24.5, and they're like 180 times bigger than the Netherlands. So it's just, there's so much space everywhere. That's the thing that struck me about Melbourne as well. There's not that much city. They only have like this little patch of very high buildings, and all the rest of it is basically suburbs. It's just freestanding houses everywhere because there's so much space. So everyone has a backyard, everyone has like a separate house, and that's not something you would see in the Netherlands. And if you would, it would be really expensive, or it's like out in the countryside and not in the suburbs of the city. So yes, it has been very different from what I know, but it has also been very much fun to explore it all. I am currently still working on my vlogs of New Zealand, and I haven't really vlogged much here in Australia. I think I have like 1 or 2 which I'll be editing, but probably around the time I've got everything edited and uploaded, I'm already going back anyway. So if you want to keep following me on my adventures here on the other side of the world, please do subscribe, hit that like button if you liked the video. I hope I didn't offend anyone this time by saying things were weird. I all mean it in like a positive way. They just are surprising and exciting for me, even though I might call them weird. It's just something positive. So thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye! Oh my gosh! What was that? Bye!